Welcome to the Nightcap. It's your girl, Carolina Sanchez. And baby, it's not just the season of booze. It's the season of boobs and booze, okay? It's October, which means it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And we've got some survivors. We've got some activists. We got women doing the work. We talk about it here on the Nightcap. We talk about it all. But we do it with a cocktail in hand.
Yes,
we've got Amber Farrell Steele here, who is the owner of Timeless Vodka, with a gorgeous pink cocktail.
Nothing less for you.
Oh, come on, girl.
I made a pink dragon fruit martini called the Nightcap.
Thank you. Okay, and you guys do something very special in October for breast cancer and the Rose Foundation, so we got to talk about that.
Absolutely.
We got to talk about how these women get their groove back, so let's get into it.
Yeah, what's up for a Nightcap? Chill, you know, kick back.
All right, let's dive into this breast talk with these breast friends of mine. We got Lindsay Livingston back in the building.
So good to see you. So good to be back at the
Yes, girl. We got to hear what Survivor's been up to. And of course, we got to dive into the conversation of getting back into your groove after surviving. In the middle, you know, she goes to the gym with me. I see her all the time. Dr. Nia Johnson-Jones, welcome.
Thank you for having me. I'm so excited to be
Yes,
here.
we've talked about your journey so many times in the gym. So it's time, you know, we actually talk about it on the show.
Yes.
And next to you, we've got Shannon McNair. She is the special events and fundraising manager for the Rose Foundation. So she puts the fun in fundraising, right?
It's easy to do when I get to work with ladies like this.
Yes.
So thank you, Shannon.
Okay, well, listen. It's an affliction for not just women and men, and it's something that we're talking about so much more. So with the self-examination and how you were already on it, and I was like, I never do it. I learned about it on this show. I think it's important. The more we talk about it, the more light we bring to it. But, you know, when you go through it, it's a totally different journey. So, Nia, baby, you still in the thick of it, actually.
Still in the thick of it.
So take me to the beginning, if you will.
Okay, so I got my mammograms like I'm supposed to once a year. My last normal mammogram was September before diagnosis. So I was in the shower, had just come back from a volleyball tournament with my daughter, and I decided to do my self-exam, thank God. And I was in the shower and I felt something. And so everyone's like, did you feel it? Because you knew, you know, you're a doctor. And I said, I didn't know what, I just knew it wasn't there before, right? And so anyway, I screamed my husband, I was like, DJ, come here. And he comes running in the shower. I was like, you feel this? And he said, yes. And so anyway, I was like, oh. And he said, don't worry until you have to worry, right? But anyway, it ended up being breast cancer. So my mammogram was normal, and I will say this over and over and over and over again, make sure you read your reports. If you see anything about having dense tissue, be an advocate for yourself and make sure that you ask for an ultrasound, okay?
Oh.
Yes, because dense tissue is as white as this table, and cancer looks white. And so if you have dense tissue, it can mask the cancer, and that's exactly what happened to me. And so it's very important to do those self-exams and to also know what kind of tissue. And I'm a doctor, okay? And this happened to me. I did not know I had dense tissue. I was just told it's normal, see you next year, right?
Wow.
And so it's just important that women know that you need to read your reports and advocate for yourself.
Okay, before we continue with your journey, because you're still going through it, I'm seeing Shannon so emphatically.
We hear
Is this
this
something common?
All the time.
It's very common, and luckily, again, like talking about breast and breast cancer, we're talking about dense breast more than we ever did before, because it is so important, because it can mask things, it can be harder to see things, harder to see them early, and you get that ultrasound as a backup to make sure that they can see clearly what's going on in your breast. And again, that it's so important what you said about not just the early detection of the mammogram, taking care of yourself, knowing what's normal for you. She knew that spot was not there before, so she knew to look into it. And we always say that if something's different for a few weeks, if you had a headache for a few weeks, you're going to go talk to someone, right? So same thing with knowing your breast and your body in general. If there's something new for you, it could be swelling, it could be a rash, it could be discharges, not just lumps for breast cancer. Know your breast, know your body, and then go talk to someone.
And read that dang report. It's just shocking to me that they wouldn't, like, oh, dense tissue, we should probably do an ultrasound. Like, even offer it.
Right.
Like, a woman should have the option to be like, well, you know what, I think I'm fine.
Right.
But they should probably still do it. But that's amazing to me. Okay, so read the reports for sure.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, so.
Absolutely. So then I was sent for an ultrasound, and I was told that it looked like breast cancer and then a biopsy. So I was diagnosed April 22nd of last year. I did a double mastectomy. I was offered a single because I had a wide span of precancerous tissue, and I just couldn't get a great aesthetic with just a lumpectomy. So I was offered a single mastectomy, and I elected to do double mastectomy, and that was May 24th of last year.
Why is it better to do a double versus a single?
It was just my preference, to be honest. And when you hear the story now, that you know, I maybe should have done a single. But hindsight is 2020,
we'll get there,
right?
we'll get there.
We'll get there. It was just, you know, I always tell women that you should do what's best for you and makes you feel better. I thought moving forward, it would make me feel better not to have my breast there. In terms of anxiety, scanxiety is a real thing, and having to get, you know, mammograms for the normal breast. I did not want to have to go through that, but it is a personal choice.
Got it.
Right? And so, yeah, I got the double mastectomy, was placed into tissue expanders, which I explain as hard placeholders. And then went through chemo, 4 rounds, once every 3 weeks. That ended October 4th of last year. In fact, my last day of chemo was the day before, or day after, I'm sorry, your Survivor event, because I really wanted to go, but I had a ritual the night before that I did every single time, and I wanted to stick to it, so I missed your event. But I am determined to get there. Didn't get there this year because of a mishap as well with breast
actually,
cancer.
you know what? You're going to tell this mishap. I know the mishap, but you don't, and the ladies on the couch know. So you stay right there. We're going to hear about this crazy journey and turn of events for Nia. But she's doing great. She's a survivor. You stay right there. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Nightcap. It's Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and we're talking to survivors and warriors for the survivors and early detection, right, Shannon?
That's right. Yes.
All right, we've been listening to Dr. Nia Johnson-Jones's story, and listen, you decided to get a double mastectomy because of the scanxiety, which like I didn't even consider. Like, yeah, of course that would bring anxiety. And then what happened?
So got the double mastectomy, was finished the radiation, what was that, Thanksgiving of last year, was in my tissue expanders for all of this year, living my best life, the survivorship mode, right? Anyway, went in for the implants, and the surgery went perfect. And day 10, got a fever, and the non-cancerous, non-radiated breast, that's why I said hindsight is 2020, got infected. You know what? God really did answer my prayer, because if you all don't know, implants and radiation don't do well. And I prayed so hard that this breast, the right breast, did well, which it did. But I didn't pray for this breast.
You have to be
pray.
specific.
You know what? I say all the time, be specific in your letters to God.
Yes,
Be specific. I say that all the time. Yes.
So he answered them.
Yes.
He answered exactly what I asked
was
for.
listening.
But I did not say anything about this particular breast. At least I can laugh about it, right?
Yeah. So how are you feeling now? What are you doing now?
I'm feeling good now. So yeah, they explanted me. So I do not have a breast on the left side. I'm wearing a prosthetic in my bra. Of course, it was devastating, right? But like I said, being specific in prayers, it's not denied. It's just delayed. You know, with this diagnosis comes an immense heart of gratitude. And I'm just grateful to be alive and very healthy. I was not sick during the whole journey. I didn't miss any of my kids' things. I was able to travel, go to the gym every day. You saw me. I cold capped, didn't lose my hair. I never looked or felt like what I was going through. And so, whenever I honestly don't think about it until I shower, and then I just move on, because for this one bad thing, I have so much more to be grateful for. And that's just where I am.
Yeah. I mean, listening to your story, it takes me back to Lindsay's story. It sounds so much like it, the shower. That's where you found out about it. You also had a mishap. Are you also filled with gratitude? Like, what was it for you after finally getting through it and truly being a survivor without any more hiccups?
Definitely an attitude of gratitude, and I feel so immensely blessed, because not every woman, unfortunately, makes it to this side of survivorship. And we honor them, and we hold a space for our survivor angels. But I'm just so incredibly grateful to be alive.
Yeah. Amen. What are you seeing in women who come to Survivor, and are looking for that community, that camaraderie, that safe space where they know other people can relate.
I'm so proud of the organization I've created and the community we've created through Survive Her, because breasties, as we call each other in the community, we find that we are not alone, and we can find something similar in each of our journeys, which makes it just so special, even more special.
Yeah.
We curate lifestyle experiences and fun opportunities for women to come together. And we really do make learning about breast health and talking about survivorship fun, pink and sparkly.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to be your doomsday disease, if you will. Because when you're surviving and thriving, you're alive, you have so much to be grateful for. So we want to bring that experience and provide that for women.
All right, you stay right there. We've got more on the Nightcap after the break. Welcome back to the Nightcap. It's Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and we're talking the titty talk here, okay? it's happening. Okay, to my survivors, how was it, is it, because you're still in the thick of it, getting that confidence that I'm still a sexy bitch back? Is it easy? Is it harder? Have you gotten there?
I would say that for me, it was easy post-mastectomy to get my groove back and really focus on self-love, healing, empowerment, and what it really meant to survive and thrive. And I feel so much more empowered and confident in this season of my life than I did pre-diagnosis.
Wow.
It's amazing what new breasts will do for you. I don't have to wear a bra. I say that proudly. But I'm just so full of life, and I'm excited to just walk that pink walk. While still experiencing some challenges, like I'm in medically induced menopause, and so hot flashing and trying to adjust to that in this new normal.
Yeah.
And how I can really embrace.
So medically induced menopause, because you were preventing the ovarian cancer,
Exactly.
right? So you have to do a medically induced?
So when I received a salpingo oophorectomy, removal of ovaries and fallopian tubes, that automatically put me in medically induced menopause. I mean, like within hours of that surgery, I started to feel those side effects of hot flashes. So I deal with that, right?
Oh my
and
God.
I like to say when I'm on dates, I have to take my fan out if I start sweating, and I just embrace it. And here's the thing: if the guy like rolls his eyes or
then he ain't for you.
He ain't for me.
He ain't for you.
Bye bye.
Absolutely
You have
not.
to embrace all of me,
All
all
of
of this new me.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay.
You know what?
Yeah.
Fans though are in style. That's the
And they have sparkly bling.
Right. They do. So yeah, chemo put me into menopause. I actually went into my first chemo round with my period. All of my hormone levels were normal premenopausal woman things. In fact, I just got an IUD before diagnosis, a new one, because they were like, you can get pregnant. I'm like, oh no. But anyway, I never saw my period after the first round of chemo.
So
And it's been what?
It's very
15
common.
months. Yes.
Like,
very,
that happened to me
very.
Yeah, men going through chemo can then be put in where they were getting hot flashes, and they're, that's not talked about a lot with just the effects of chemo on the body. Yeah.
wow.
Yeah, that's why the young girls harvest
Yeah.
their eggs.
Which I
or-
did.
Yeah.
I did. So I have eggs in the freezer.
Waiting.
Waiting.
Yeah.
Waiting.
All right. So, and you and your sexiness, your confidence, where are you in that journey of like getting back to, you know what? I am Dr. Nia Johnson Jones, baby.
You know, I can honestly say I don't think I ever stopped feeling that way.
Okay.
I thought it was going to be really dramatic when I saw my breasts cut off. And when I can honestly say I looked in the mirror and I just said, oh, thank God I don't have breast cancer anymore. That was just me and my journey. Like, it was more of an anxiety relief for me to actually have the mastectomy. And that is not everyone's story at all. In fact, most of my breasties did not have that same. But for me, it was like, okay, thank goodness. Now, did I want them back? Absolutely. And was I devastated that this happened? Yes. But it wasn't even the loss of the breast. It's just that I really want to just move forward. Like, next week I have 4 doctor's appointments because of this. I don't want to do that anymore.
Yeah, you want
Does
to be
that
on the
make
other
sense?
side.
Yeah. But I look in the mirror now and I'm like, not only do you look good, but you beat breast cancer, your business is thriving, your husband and you are still married, you've got a kid in college, you didn't miss any of his events. Like, I'm a bad bee.
All of those are blessings.
Right?
All of those are
are blessings,
And how has
right?
your husband loved you through?
Oh my gosh. So if you all check out my social media, and it's not pretend, in the beginning, he never missed an appointment. He's a surgeon and busy and owns his own practice. He never missed an appointment. I'm gonna sit here and cry. He put on my cold cap for me. He sprayed my hair down. He put ice on my feet, my hands, everything I needed. Everything. And it made me really fall in love with him all over again, coming up on 21 years. And everybody knows marriage is hard. It is not, rainbows and clouds, but he held on to the vow through sickness and in health, and did it with just such grace. And I love him so much,
You're
the best, TJ.
That's beautiful.
All right, well, Shannon,
Yeah.
thank you for sharing.
Yeah.
Tissues. Shannon,
Yes.
for the women out there who need help, want help, don't
Right.
have insurance,
Don't be afraid.
what does the Rose provide for them?
The Rose is making sure the barriers to care are removed. And so obviously one barrier to care is financial, also convenience. So we have our mobile fleet that goes out to businesses, to churches, to school districts, because women need to get that mammogram, right? And we need to take away any barrier to care. So for the insured women, that's just usually time. I don't know who wants to take off work to go get that done, where we can use our mobile units to that advantage. And then for a lot of people, unfortunately, it's financial, and that's the barrier to care. And I will tell you, and it's sad, in our 40 years, anyone coming to us where we see the late stage, that stage 4, where there's nothing that can be done, they're all uninsured. They're not insured because they're afraid, they knew something was wrong and didn't know what to do. So that's what we want to make sure. When we talk about awareness, we're all aware. Everyone knows when October comes around what's happening. We have a lot of awareness around the actual disease itself. With 1 in 8 women getting it, we're all very aware. Get your mammogram, take care of yourself, and if you don't have insurance, there's a place to go, and we will help you get through this disease. And then we work with great partners like Survive Her and Angels Surviving Cancer that also help with the other side of that social aspect, the other help that you may need to get through this disease.
Amazing.
Yeah.
The Rose Foundation. And Survivor has got Survivor Santa coming up.
Survivor Santa is our holiday initiative through which we bless women in treatment or survivors with stipends so that they can buy gifts for their children or family, or use the money to do something for themselves, because we know that breast cancer is a very expensive disease, and the holiday season can be especially taxing on a family, on a woman. So through an application process, we bless survivors through Survive Her Santa.
Amazing.
That's amazing.
Oh,
Yeah,
bless y'all.
And I love that name.
Nia said during the break, cheers to life.
Cheers to life and survive her ship.
Yes.
Survive her ship.
All right, have y'all enjoyed this cocktail though?
Yes.
Come
Oh
on
my
now.
goodness.
This is a Nightcap Martini from Timeless Vodka, baby. We got to talk to Amber, find out all about it and the good they do with the Rose. You stay right there. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Nightcap. We just had a great conversation about survivorship and what you can do if you know someone or you yourself are maybe dealing with breast cancer or don't know and just need to find out more. We did that. Now, we're going to talk about this drink we just had because Amber Farrell Steel, baby, with Timeless Vodka, she poured up quite a cocktail. So it's time to do what? Back that glass up. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Let me tell you that that cocktail goes down very smooth. Like I could see myself having 3 in an hour, which is dangerous territory.
It is, it
but
is.
delicious territory, if you know what I'm saying. Okay, so what exactly is in it?
So this is my favorite. It's a dragon fruit martini,
Okay.
aka the Nightcap.
The Nightcap.
So we have Timeless Vodka.
Okay.
We have lemon juice. Of course,
The
dragon fruit.
which gives it that color.
This is my favorite. So this is elderflower liqueur.
Ooh.
So that really beautiful smell smell you had when you were drinking it.
That's what that
That's
is.
what you need. And then just a little bit of simple syrup. We don't want to make it too sweet. Just gonna do a tiny bit.
Little dash.
Little
Nice.
dash
Oh,
of
very
this.
simple.
Very
Okay, so tell
simple.
me about Timeless Vodka before the pink.
So it actually has our signature white collection before the pink, but we go pink actually not just in October, for about 6 months out of the year as we partner with the Rose Foundation.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
I thought it was just October. And she's like, girl, it's
No,
half
no.
the year that we helping out the Rose. Okay.
Well, we do that because, I mean, October, obviously, breast cancer awareness, but you need research development and to get checked all year round. So why just limit it to 1 month? We try to expand it out a little bit longer. So next year in 2026, we're going to actually grow it to about 8 months and then continue to grow from there.
So eventually you just got pink bottles.
Pink
specifically for
bottles,
that.
yes.
Amazing. Okay, so where can people purchase Timeless Vodka?
So you can purchase Timeless at all Total Wines.
A Total Wine.
As a matter of fact,
See,
we-
they saw you pouring and they already
I know,
walked out.
they came up.
Thank you so much. All right, Total Wine, get your Timeless Vodka. And listen, if you get the pink one, you're doing good because you're
Yes, donating $1 to every pink bottle that is purchased to the Rose Organization.
amazing. All right, this is for our survivors and for our survivor angels. May they rest in peace. We do miss them. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers.